Today we're talking about Randall King, the modern voice that sounds just like George Strait.
Cotton flannel on a front porch swing, leather jacket and some tight blue jeans.
In fact, many fans discovered his music when thinking the first Randall King song they ever heard was Something New by George Strait. He's a West Texas native and a proud honky-tonker. Growing up in Hereford, Texas, he's what you might call an old soul, who's always had a love for the classics like George Strait, Keith Whitley, and Alan Jackson. And that influence doesn't just show up in his lyrics. It's in every bit of how he sings and how he performs.
I can be real hard to handle.
Like most country music greats, he began with playing small gigs at dive bars and small town shows, living a normal life, waiting tables at Texas Roadhouse while studying music at South Plains College.
It's one of those moments that really come full circle. To stand literally right here, I've swept peanuts right here in this section. To stand right here and watch my music video, I used to dream about it, man, because they were always playing country songs in here, and I used to dream about hearing my music in a Texas Roadhouse.
He first made waves as the lead singer of a small-time country band before going solo in 2016 with his debut EP. Since then, he's been steadily climbing and staying true to his roots every step of the way. And his voice is about as good as it gets.
Don't let that speed limit slow you down. Go on and break it.
The number one thing people say when they first hear Randall King is, man, he sounds just like George Strait.
I would go to the merch table and I would sit there and talk to people and they'd be like, dude, I've been a fan for your music for years, but I had no idea it was ever you. And I was like, what do you mean? They're like, man, we've heard your stuff, we've listened to your stuff, but like, I didn't know it was Randall King. I was like, well, how does that work? They're like, we thought it was George Strait.
Randall King and his producers clearly studied all the legendary 90s country records. You hear it in the guitar work and in the melodies that feel like they belong in a honky-tonk jukebox next to Amarillo by Morning.
Amarillo by morning.
Behind the smooth sound is a guy who's lived some real life before making it in country music. In 2020, Randall released an EP called Leanna, dedicated to his sister who passed away that year at just 32. One of the songs on that record, his cover of the gospel classic I'll Fly Away,
Fly away.
became something deeply personal. It was the song he was singing with his family over speakerphone when Leanna passed away in the ICU.
And I got to sing her home to Jesus without Fly Away. That's why this song is so special to me.
Randall has said his sister was a huge part of his musical confidence. She was the person he looked to for validation growing up, the one who believed in him the most. Her loss left a deep mark on his music and on who he is today. When you listen to Randall, that emotional honesty comes through. He's not just making music that sounds like country, he's living it. Randall King's music includes hits like You in a Honky Tonk, Hey Cowgirl, and Mirror Mirror.
Mirror, mirror on the wall.
Together, his music has racked up over 300 million streams, a huge number for an artist who still isn't getting as much mainstream radio love as he deserves. He's toured like crazy, building a loyal fan base one show at a time. His live shows are electric, full of boot stomping, upbeat songs, and everything in between. If you've ever seen him on stage, you know he has a contagious energy about him.
Any flame that I've lit sure ain't burning now.
Randall's debut major label album called Shot Glass came out in 2022. It was a perfect intro to what he's all about, a mix of rowdy barroom anthems and songs that tug at the heartstrings. In 2024, he followed that up with releasing Into the Neon, a bold 18-track album that stuck to his roots. And he's not slowing down anytime soon. He's been continuing to tour, hitting festivals, and even opening for legends like Garth Brooks.
Can I interrupt this program, this regularly scheduled program? Everybody always asks me, who are the new people that you're looking at coming up? Guys, I'm going to tell you right now, this kid right here, Randall King.
As George Strait naturally starts to slow down and tour less, there's a growing concern among fans that classic country sound might fade from the spotlight. But that's where Randall King comes in. He's not reinventing the wheel, he's keeping the wheel turning. He's making country music that feels like country music. Plain and simple.